everyone! Today I'm here to film a pretty exciting video. I'm going to be doing a Project Pan Roulette, and I'm going to be doing it for the whole span of 2016. If you don't know what a Project Pan Roulette is, it's basically when you do like a regular Project Pan, whether that's a seasonal challenge or a 10 or 15 or 20 pan challenge, but instead of picking out the products yourself, you write a ton of different categories or descriptions of products that you then draw randomly, and you have to select products based on the things that you draw. So it's a little bit more challenging and a little bit more interesting in my opinion, because you don't get to pick products that necessarily work really well together or ones that you would have thought of doing otherwise. So I've decided to do it for the entire year of 2016 because I really want to work better on my collection. I have a lot of products that I haven't even got close to getting pan on, or that I'm not halfway through, or I'm not even close to being done with. So I'm going to be spending this next year working on my collection, getting pan and some more products, and working towards being able to finish things. Which means that my goals will change depending on the product, whether I pick something that I think I can finish in a reasonable amount of time, or if I'm just looking to hit pan or finish half of it, something like that. I'll let you know as I pick my products. So I've written a ton of different categories. I've got 52 different ones in here, so I've got plenty to choose from. I put them in a little basket to pick from. And I'm planning on picking 10 to begin with, and then every time I use a product up, I just draw a new one out. I've got 52 in here, so I don't really think I'll be using all of the ones in here, which is good. There are some good ones and some bad ones, and I'm nervous about picking some of them and excited about picking others. But anyway, I think I've explained it enough. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. But now I'm going to pick my products. So I'll draw 10 categories out of this bag, and then I'm going to go and pick them out. I'm not going to go one at a time because I just, like, all my stuff's kept in another room from where I film, so I just don't really have the time to go back and forth and back and forth. So I'll pick 10 products, and then I'll go and pick what the actual products are. I'll come back and I'll show you. Okay, first one. A scented product. Now that could be something like a lotion, a skincare product, a perfume, something like that, something with a scent. Number 2 is this one. A body wash or soap. Now if you watched my makeup beauty inventory, you'll know I have way too many of these, so that's a really good one for me. Number 3 is a cheap product. So this is something I just didn't spend very much money on when I purchased it. 4 is a product that isn't full-sized. That can be a deluxe sample or a travel size or a sample of any kind, but something that isn't a full-size product. I'm actually doing pretty well here. I'm not getting anything too scary, but we'll see how we go. Number 5. A product from your most recent haul. So that one will be pretty hard because it'll be a product I haven't gotten a lot of use out of, but we'll see what I do about that one. I'll probably have to look up what my most recent haul was. Okay, product number 6. A product you've owned for over a year. 7, a product in a form you dislike. So that could be something if you prefer like pressed powder and it's in a loose form, or the other way around, something like that. Product in a form you dislike. I don't even know what I'll pick for that, but I'll think about it. Product number 8. A skincare product. Okay, so I've got a few skincare products in here, which is fine. I've got way too much skincare, so that'll be good to work through. Product number 9. A product you have owned for less than a year. So this one went with the product you've owned for more than a year. So a product I've owned for less than a year. A few of these so far categories have been things that I've purchased recently, so we'll see how that goes. And the very last one, number 10, is a MAC product. Okay, that one's gonna be hard. A MAC product, so just any product from the brand MAC. So those are the 10 categories that I'm going to start with. Now I'm going to go pick the products and come back and show you. Okay, so I'm back. I've picked out my 10 products, and some of those categories did prove to be a little harder than I anticipated, but I'll just go through what I chose and approximately where I am with each product to start with. First, we'll go with a product from your most recent haul. I thought this was going to be much easier than it was before I realized that my most recent haul was my eye mats haul, and the only products I bought at eye mats were makeup brushes and eyeshadows, and you can't use up a makeup brush, so I had to pick an eyeshadow, which is a little bit tricky considering I'm also doing the Pan That Palette challenge next year. But I'll show you which product I decided to pick. So if you watched that haul, I did buy some MAC eyeshadows to fill in my MAC palette, and the ones that I purchased were these 6 here. So I've decided to use this one. This is Woodwinked, and because I have very little progress on it already, I've only had it since like the middle of November, I'm going to try and hit pan in it. I'm nowhere even close. I would have used this, it's got less than 2 months use on it. So I'm going to try and hit pan in it. By pan, I mean not just the tiniest little fleck that you've ever seen in your whole life. I mean pan as big as the brush that I'm using to apply it. That seems to be the pretty general measurement used here on Project Pan Roulette, so that's what I'm going to use as well. I'm going to try to hit pan as big as the brush I used to apply it in Woodwinked. Now this, I realize, is probably going to take me the whole year, but like that's how Project Pan Roulette works. Next is a product you have owned for less than a year. Also a difficult category because it means a product I don't have very much use on. For that category, I picked the NARS contour palette, I think it's called, in Paloma. This, fun fact, I haven't even used. My friend decluttered it to me a few months ago, and I still have yet to use it. This is what it looks like. It's got a contouring shade here and a highlighting shade. So because I, again, have not really used this product at all, I'm just going to try and hit pan in both of these powders. I think it shouldn't be too hard. This powder has 5.5 grams and this powder has 2.7 grams in it. So I'm just going to try and hit some reasonable pan in both of these products. And we'll see how that goes. Next is a product in a form you dislike. For this, I chose products that are either in a little tub, or products you have to squeeze out and apply with your fingers. I really don't like that, so I picked a lip balm. And the lip balm that I've chosen is the Bite Agave lip mask. All of my packaging has come off, so it's just the silver tube, and I've worked it to about there. So I think I can probably use this up this year. I've had it for over a year, about exactly a year, and I just like to finish it up this year. I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be completely honest, but this is going to be the product for the product in a form that I dislike. A product that isn't full-sized. For that, I chose this sample that I literally started using this week, so it's not like I've picked a half-used sample for this, but it's the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder, and as you can see, it's just a little sample. It's 1.3 grams of loose translucent powder, and I've marked it on the back. These little lines indicate approximately where I'm starting, so that's how much I have to use up. I have no idea how long this will take. I think translucent powders are really deceptive, but it's the only powder I'm currently using, so we'll see how it goes. A skincare product. For this, I combined 2 products, so I'm going to be using up 2 thermal spring waters. The first one is the thermal spring water from Avene, and the other one is from Roche-Posay. This one has a little bit of use on it. This has much more use on it. I like to carry these around in my bag because it's really hot in Australia, and I like to use these like if I'm on public transport and I'm way too hot, or if like I just need some cooling down. I really like to use these, so I'm going to combine these and make these one product to use up as a skincare product. These are both 50 ml containers. A product you've owned for over a year. For that, I've chosen my Rimmel ScandalEyes waterproof Kohl Kajal eyeliner in black. This is the only black liner. No, I have one more black liner. So this is one of 2 black liners that I currently own. I'm doing my very best to work through the eyeliners that I've accumulated because I realize I don't really use pencil eyeliners all that much and I very rarely finish them. So I'm going to do my very best to use this one up, and I will measure it on a piece of paper to keep track of it during this project. A body wash / soap. Now I could have picked the body wash that I'm currently using. It's from the Body Shop. It's the raspberry shower gel, but it has approximately this much left in it. I really thought that would be cheating. So I decided to pick the product that I was planning on using after finishing that, which does happen to be a bar of soap. So I think this is a little bit weird because people don't usually use these in project pans, but it is honestly the product that I'm going to be using up next. So I thought I would choose it. Bear in mind it's a little bit mangled because I did take it traveling with me last summer, so it's a bit gross. But this is a bar of soap from the Body Shop. This is the Shea Butter Body Wash soap. I don't know. It's a bar of soap. I'm gonna try and finish it. I don't really know how to keep track of this other than weighing it. I don't really want to do that. I'm just going to try and use it up. I probably won't show it in videos. I'll just tell you how the progress is going because it might be wet. I don't know. Like, this is weird. People don't usually do this. But this is the best thing I could pick for this category, so. MAC product. This is pretty annoying if you see that I'm also using up another MAC eyeshadow because of the IMAX haul. But for this one, I picked another eyeshadow from my MAC palette, and I chose this one down here. This is Naked Lunch. This is the oldest MAC eyeshadow that I own, and I've got a pretty good dip in it. That being said, I've never hit pan in a MAC eyeshadow, so I have no idea how deep the pan is. But I'm hoping to, again, hit a brush-sized amount of pan in this shadow during this project. Scented product. For this, I chose a body mist. This is the Bath & Body Works Fine Fragrance Mist in Pink Chiffon. It's pretty battered because it lives in my bag. This is just the fragrance that I carry around with me. It was in a project pan earlier this year and I didn't get even close to finishing it, but it's currently about there, and with a project that's going to last the whole year, I will definitely be able to finish this one up. So this is my scented product. And for my very last product, we've got a cheap product. For that, I chose a product from Essence. Again, another product from a previous project pan. This is the Essence Bloom Me Up Duo Eye Pencil. On one side, it's an eyebrow highlighter. On the other side, it's a nude eyeliner. I did try to use this up in a project, didn't get anywhere close, but I'll put it in this project and hopefully finish it up pretty soon. I know the eyebrow side is really difficult for me to use up, but the nude eyeliner, it's currently the only nude eyeliner and I use it every single day, so I'm pretty confident I can finish that relatively soon. But I'll also measure this on the same piece of paper as the Rimmel Kohl Kajal so that you can see my progress. So there you go. Those are all the products that I am planning on using up in my Project Pan Roulette for 2016. If you're doing a Project Pan Roulette, whether that's a seasonal challenge, a regular project pan, or a year-long one like me, please let me know down below. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that, please also leave them down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.